What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. It's Friday, May the 24th, which means that the vendors have reset, including Cassie Mendoza. So, if you guys enjoyed the video or find it helpful, drop a like on it. It's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. So, Cassie is up in the West End. I'm going to scroll in on her exact location. She's in this little white house again. If Cassie is not here for you, scroll across the map looking for the white shopping cart. If you have not spoken to the snitch in at least 1 or 2 days, you will need to speak to him first. For those of you that keep asking how do you find the snitch, I always find him outside of the 1040 safe house across from the Jefferson Trade Center mission. So try finding him there. Alrighty. So here we are. Here's the white building. We're going to go downstairs and see what Cassie has for sale. Please keep in mind that everything I'm showing you is in World Tier 5. So if you're in World Tiers 1 to 4, the items that you will see will differ from mine. Alright. So this week we've got a Wyvern wear backpack with crit chance, armor, weapon damage, damage to elites, and on the ropes. Hard hitting and on the ropes are two good talents, so if you do not need anything for gear score, pick items up simply for the fact that they are either her collector items, the named weapons with the specific camos that they have on them, or for the talent that you need for a current build, especially if you're trying to redo your build for the raid. Alright, other than that we have Murakami Industry gloves with over 10,000 health, pistol damage, and crit damage for the talent. We've got an FAL with nearsighted, jazz hands, and in rhythm. This is nothing special, so I would honestly just pass on that. The rail splitter is back, which is a C-tire with measured, extra, and it's wascally, but I always want to call it wascali. And it also has the walnut skin, so I would absolutely pick this up. 1, for measured if you're a fan of the talent, and 2, because it is one of her named weapons. Finally, we have the lightning rod, which is a P445 sidearm, salvage, stable, and transmission. Nothing special here. Decent looking camo. I would pick it up, again, just for collector purposes. So that is everything that Cassie has for sale this week in the Division 2. Next up is the White House. Alright, the White House honestly does not have the greatest items in the world. Wyvern wear backpack, gear score 469 with crit hit chance, armor, weapon damage, hard hitting, and on the ropes. Overall, it's not a bad backpack, it's just that the score is low. But again, if you need hard hitting or on the ropes, extra armor on your backpack, you could pick it up for those attributes or talents. Guila guard mask with health, hazard protection, and centered for those of you that are a fan of that talent. Could pick up the mask if you need to. We're going to pass on the purple item. And then we have a black market RPK with spike, stable, and zen. So nothing special. I will pass on the clan vendor because every clan has different items. So there's no point in showing you something that will not only differ from what you have, but stuff that you can't buy. So next up is the theater. Alright, actually one more thing, I almost forgot. The blueprints vendor here in the base of ops, which is over by your crafting bench now. Let's see what we have. So we have an infantry MG5 rebel shot off replica, pulse mod, chem launcher mod, shield mod, and then we have a bunch of purple mods as well. Pulse, chem launcher, turret, shield, drone, firefly, hive, and seeker mine. I almost forgot about this vendor here because they moved her. So these are the blueprints in World Tier 5 that I have available. You guys might have some blue ones, and if it works anything like the Division 1 did, once you buy a blueprint, it is gone and off the table completely. You can't see that it is actually for sale for other people. So I picked up all of the blue ones because, well, the requirements for them are much, much lower than high ends and purples, so superior. Anyways, that's what is available at the blueprints vendor. Alright, over here at the theater, honestly, the items are not good whatsoever. We've got a double-barreled sawed-off with preservation, optimal range, stop, drop, and roll in the bottom slot. We have a black market AKM replica, so pick that up if you want to. Drone mod, hive mod, and seeker mine mod.
Nice doing business with you.
Okay, next up is the campus settlement, which actually has a few decent items for sale here in terms of talents. We are going to skip the Sokolov Concern knee pads, move right on to the Richter and Cassia, however you say that, holster. 14.5% crit chance and devastating. So for those of you that are looking for more weapon damage, I cannot get devastating on a holster to save my life, so I'm absolutely going to buy a few of these. Then we have a Vector SBR 9mm. Love this weapon. If this was gear score 500, I would be in heaven because it has strained on it. Plus 5% critical hit damage is gained for every 10% of your armor that is depleted. That talent is fantastic. If you haven't given it a shot, pick it up and do so. I think that you will thank me later. Accurate and transmission. Transmission could be rerolled for something else. Then we have a Black Market AKM replica. We have a drone mod, hive mod, and seeker mine mod.
It was a pleasure to do business with you.
And now moving over to the Dark Zones, starting off at DZ West main entrance. Two items for sale here.
Hello, Agent.
Araldi Holdings holster with 19% cooldown reduction and capacitive plus 20% skill duration. So if you're running a skill build, you may want to pick it up for the talent. And a G36 enhanced with Ranger. Ranger is another great talent to have on an AR with Allegro and Rooted. So you can pick it up for either Allegro or Ranger. The choice is yours.
I appreciate it.
Alright, moving on down to DZ South main entrance. Once again, we have two items for sale. First up, China Light Industries gloves with shotgun damage, marksman rifle damage, and the talent destructive. So if you're running the demolitionist specialization, you may want to pick it up for that talent alone. And a custom L86A2 with steady-handed, optimized, and in rhythm. Steady-handed is, I think, an underrated talent, so I would pick it up if you can meet the requirements of 5 or less spec into damage. Okay, the final stop of the week, DZ East main entrance. There's only one item to really take a look at, which is a Petrov defense vest with over 440 skill power. We have 443, 13,000 armor, 2.5% weapon damage, 7.5% headshot damage, and Bloodsucker. So if you're a fan of Bloodsucker, you could pick this up to reroll it onto your current build. But sadly, that was everything we had for sale this week in the Division 2. A couple of decent items, definitely for the talents, like Devastating on a holster. I know a lot of people have a hard time finding items with Devastating on it, so pick them up if you need them. But other than that, guys, that is it for me. I do hope that the video was helpful. Drop a like on it if so. Don't forget that you can always follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer, and I'll see you in the next video or in the next live stream.